tried to get you to listen to Christian punk rock, and I introduced you to some good bands.
You did?
Reliant K.
That was one band. And
Bon Jovi.
Like one of the. That's not a Christian punk rock
Living
band.
on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear.
Mom, you grounded me for a week because I said I swear.
This is my fault for having you on my podcast.
It's your fault for having me in the first place.
Well, I can't help it.
What?
This is not a good idea.
No, it is not.
We are in trouble.
Hi, everybody. It's Kerri Pomarolli.
And Lucy Micheal.
And welcome back to our podcast.
This is not a good idea.
I can already tell this is not a good idea because we had one audience member and he literally just walked away when we were starting the podcast. So
just getting some water.
Yes. So welcome back from us and our producer Andreas and Lucy's dad, who was our audience and now he left.
Hey, Dad.
So today you picked our topic.
I did.
And what is it?
It is music.
Now, before we start, I'm going to lay some ground rules.
Okay.
I raised you with an eclectic, wonderful, incredible music education.
Yes.
From my generation, don't talk in front of me, my generation, which is the greatest musical generation of all time. And I felt proud of that. The day that David Bowie died, you were like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And you cried.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said, well, Mom, at least we have Billy Idol. Which I felt that made me proud of you, that you know good music. And I wouldn't let you watch Disney. Yeah, I wouldn't let you watch Disney Channel, but you saw Labyrinth when you were like 5.
Yeah. I'm still kind of confused about that.
I hope that as you grow and try to rebel and try to be cool, that you don't let go of your roots, because I raised you
80s music
with incredible musical, and I never want to have a fight with you.
I just love MCR more.
What is MCR?
My Chemical Romance.
But you can't love My Chemical Romance more than Def Leppard. I mean, you can't compare the two.
I'm sorry.
You've turned into a traitor.
I'm not. I love that.
And you were raised on amazing. Remember, I raised you on Dean Martin. You cannot bag on Dean Martin.
I can't.
He's incredible. And they did. And then so I took Lucy to this show in Beverly Hills, California, and it was called the Rat Pack. Do you remember that?
Don't.
It was so great. Come on, it was so great. So it was Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and who was the other member of the Rat Pack? Sammy Davis Jr.
Dean Martin, Frank
not
Sinatra.
Jerry Lewis.
There were only 3 there.
Jerry Lewis was not in the Rat Pack.
What?
Ex-husband. So, anyways, there was 4. I know there was 4.
I know there's 4, but there were only 3 there. They only had 3.
Peter Lawford? No. Okay, so maybe it was 3.
And no, there were 4.
Yeah, there was 3. They were the best impersonators that have ever worked the circuit. They were from Vegas.
Oh, yeah, they were really
And
good.
they were so good. And you were the only kid in the whole audience.
Yeah.
It was all old people and you.
They were all cursing.
And you were so cute and young. And you were like, at the end of the show, can I tell them what you said?
Oh, no.
It was so cute.
No.
She's like, Sammy Davis he sweat on my jacket. I'm never going to wash this jacket again. And because I'm cool like that, I don't
have that jacket anymore. It burned.
But
I don't know where it is.
I let you meet the cast.
Yeah, it was really fun. I liked the band that was opening for them, though. They were really good.
And I want to tell you, I came by this when I was a kid. My dad took me when I was in 7th grade to see the Temptations, the real Temptations. And he took my 7th grade girlfriends. And my girlfriend, Cindy Tolstoy, got called up on stage to sing My Girl with the Temptations. And my dad is so cool that he got us backstage to meet the Temptations.
How?
But I do want to tell you this one story. I don't know if you know this story. When I was little, my dad would sneak me into hotel bars to go see bands. Like, literally. I don't know if he snuck me or he's like, she's so little. It's not weird. But I would go to these hotel bars when we were traveling with my dad and sit in the lounge and listen to these, like, jazz bands. And when I was about 5, 6, I don't know, we listened to this band called Black, Blue, and Gold. I'll never forget it. They were like a soul jazz band. And I'm sitting in the front, and I'm 6 years old, and I'm at the bar. It's like 11 o'clock at night. And I spill my drink, and it spills all over my dad. Like, on his suit, he is soaking wet. And my dad tries to brush himself off, and I go, stop it. You're embarrassing me. Don't dry yourself off. Just don't make a move. I don't want anyone to call attention. So he sat through the whole concert with wet pants. Does that sound like someone you know? Stop it. You're embarrassing me.
It wasn't Samuel, Blue Eyes, Dino, Peter Lawford, Joey Bishop,
Angie Dickinson. Yes, that was the Rat Pack.
There was a girl.
Yeah, she was kind of, she wasn't on stage as much. But, So my dad took me to really cool. He took me to see Debbie Reynolds and Donald O'Connor live
Debbie Reynolds.
from Singing in the Rain. She was the lead with Gene Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
So I was raised on incredible music, and I raised you on incredible music. And I just want to make sure that you continue that tradition with your kids.
Yeah, I'm going to totally introduce them to MCR and Sum 41 and Blink-182.
So are you turning your back on your roots?
No, I just...
What if I raised you on dumb modern music, the music that came out when you were born?
I'm just not interested in them. Oh, actually, I do listen to a lot of Taylor Swift. We all do it. Come on, people,
You
be
listen
honest.
to Taylor Swift?
We all do it.
Okay, that's... I don't even know you.
You don't know me? We all listen to Taylor Swift.
Okay, if you listen to Taylor Swift, you're not my daughter. I don't even know you right now.
We all listen to Taylor Swift. She
Yes.
is our... That is the guilty pleasure thing that we are all not
What's your
proud
favorite?
of.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Probably that song.
No.
Probably a song, Welcome to New York. I really like that one.
How's it go?
I'm not singing it. I don't want to sing it. I'm not a singer.
I'm ashamed of you.
You're ashamed of me?
You listen to Taylor Swift.
Oh my
Andreas,
gosh,
don't you think
you're
I
the
should
one.
be?
Well, you're the one that was dancing at 12 o'clock at night with Ruby, with ribbons, in a leotard, dancing to Shake It Off.
I probably didn't even know that was Taylor Swift.
You told me that you loved Taylor Swift and you thought she was amazing.
You're a liar. You lied on this podcast.
Kerri and Lucy will never, ever, ever get back
together.
You said never, ever are.
Okay, I don't like a podcast where somebody's holding up cue cards. This is not a TV show. It's not Price is Right. So your guilty pleasure is Taylor Swift, but when you were little, the fact that you knew all the words to
And
Journey.
Marina and the Diamonds. Marina and the Diamonds is another really great band.
Now you're making me feel like that mom that
Well, it's
doesn't
just
know.
a girl, but okay.
Remember-
Electra Heart. Okay.
Remember
anyway.
this summer when you came to me and you're like, I'm either going to cut my hair or go through a punk rock phase?
I went through both.
And then I tried to get you to listen to Christian punk rock, and I introduced you to some good bands.
You did.
Reliant K.
That was one band, and
Bon
I only like
Jovi.
one of the. That's not a Christian punk rock
Living
band.
on a prayer.
That-
Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear.
Mom,
That's-
you grounded me for a week because I said I swear.
Yeah, but Bon Jovi, can I say it?
That's,
Lay your hands on me. That's religious.
that's so Christian right there. That's
Yeah.
so amazing.
George Michael.
How? That's so wow.
George Michael. I will be your father figure. Put your tiny hand in mine. I will be your preacher, teacher. That's Catholic right there.
Totally.
Because you gotta have faith, faith, faith.
That's not what that means. Have
Yes,
you
it
watched
does.
the video? They're both naked. Well,
I know,
the
but
bride is.
The bride is naked.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
even know
at
if it's
least
the bride.
It's
just
their
a
wedding.
girl.
It's
not-
their wedding night. It's
You know
legal.
what?
You're supposed to be naked on your wedding night.
They're naked. Never mind.
Remember the other night we were talking about your wedding night at dinner? That wasn't awkward at all.
No.
And you were telling us all about what your wedding night was going to be like.
It was gonna be like White Wedding by Billy Idol. I do
Stop with the cue cards.
I can't help it.
We don't care about your suggestions. We're not married.
Trauma.
Yeah, I don't think you were going into detail about your wedding night. You were just saying
Oh, I was just
What'd you
saying Netflix and chill.
Netflix. Oh yeah, you said you're just gonna watch movies on your wedding night,
Yeah,
and I'm fully in support of that.
totally. Gonna watch only movies.
Well, when I was on my honeymoon, my mother called me and asked me when I was gonna have grandchildren for her. Like,
well, it didn't last very long.
for real. Couple years.
No.
We delayed it. Actually, you don't know the facts. I do. I was there. You were not.
Were you on birth control?
Oh my gosh, we're not talking about this.
That is the question.
What do you mean, was I on birth control?
I mean, like,
Yeah,
there's a
I was on
reason
birth
that you
control.
want. I mean,
I was on birth control until I was not on birth control, and then I had you.
so
Honey,
the
is this
reason
when
you
you-
had me is because you were not on birth
Yeah,
control.
is this when you want to have the talk about the birds and the bees?
I know
And your
about it.
ever-changing body? Do you want to talk about it? Because I'm here for you.
You gave me a book. You gave me a book.
How did this podcast go from music to your sexual education? How did this happen? George Michael, I want your sex. I want
No. But
My sexual
I
education
must say,
was Prince.
I must say, my mom decided that she wasn't like I would have to come to her, and so
You're
when I
making
did,
Andreas uncomfortable.
when I did come to you for quote unquote stuff, you gave me a book by the American Girl doll
What
store.
was it called?
It was called, like, Loving Your Body.
I think that was the right thing to do.
Or, no, it was, like, Just Be You. And
do you love your body?
I don't even know
Wait,
after that
do you
book.
love your body?
I mean, it's the only one
Yes
I
or no?
have.
Say
Like,
yes
I
or
don't
no.
have, like, sure.
See, the book worked.
That's okay. I'm not what. Okay,
Oh my
we
gosh,
know
if
you don't
you do,
want
I'm not kidding. I cannot handle the go away. It's ridiculous. I'm not kidding. They're distracting. You need to leave. I don't like cue cards.
I love you too.
So the book worked. You love yourself, and you're a confident young woman.
I learned things. I wish you had given me a more scientific book. You know, one that gave me facts instead of it doesn't matter. You can't have an eating disorder because it's bad for you, but it's also really, really unhealthy, and you just need to love yourself. And I'm like,
Okay.
it's you can starve.
Okay, I have a question. Well, I have a confession.
Okay.
I didn't read the book before I gave it to you.
Yeah, you did.
I got it at a garage
It was
sale.
so cheesy.
Well, it worked.
It might as well been one of those Hallmark. If Hallmark had a book for puberty, it's the American Girl Doll
Make
Starbucks.
sure that we promote the American Girl Dolls in our sponsors. Thank you. I think it was called The Care and Keeping of You.
Yes.
So you're saying I shouldn't?
Yes, the Karen keeping of you.
I shouldn't give it to your sister.
No.
Okay.
I-
Well, if anybody's gonna have the talk with your
If
sister,
anything needs to go
it's gonna
around,
be
like
you.
if any book needs to go on the list of the burned books, it's that one.
okay, good. So now that we're clear,
There's a book. There's
50
a
Shades
book.
of Grey
there's
and The
a-
Care and Keeping of
There
You.
is a book called I can't even. It there. Oh, you said caring. I swear, I thought you said Karen because
No.
it makes sense.
Okay, no, it's caring.
No, it's the Karen keeping of you.
Thank you. You just alienated all the listeners named Karen. We're
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Not really.
I
But
told
okay.
you this was not a good idea to have you on my podcast.
All right. Anyway, Gen Z coming at you.
Gen Z is sitting over there. Do you
Yeah,
think
see,
you and
that's
Lucy are
older,
in the
more
same
responsible
generation?
Gen Z.
Okay, that's a whole nother
Gen Z,
podcast.
my age, comes with chaotic energy.
Oh, that is not a lie. And now that y'all are cooped up in my house, it's even worse. Has music gotten you through some tough times during COVID?
Oh yes, one time when
When your horse camp
when
was
canceled, I kept on listening on loop, and for hours I just sat in my room and I listened to that song by Adam Sandler called "Somebody Kill Me Please"
That is so wonderful. That's a song.
from Wedding Singer, and there's so many curse words.
Great. Your mother my mother
You
just
told me I
stopped.
could do it.
I did not tell you could listen to
Yes,
a
you
song with
did.
curse words.
It was either 5 minutes of cussing or curse words with songs, and it was that.
I think I was sad for you that your horse camp got canceled.
I was really upset. I was looking forward to it all year. It's
There's
the only
a-
reason I have good grades.
There's a lot of things on this podcast that are going to get me in trouble with my mom. So thank you.
I love you, Nana.
I was hoping this podcast could be educational. So would you end it on an educational note, please? Do you feel like music helps kids get through tough times? Because I do.
It depends
Oh
on
my
the music.
gosh.
If you listen to
When you're going through a breakup and you're listening to REO Speedwagon.
when you
oh
go through
my
a breakup,
gosh.
you listen to Bowling for Soup.
When you're going through a breakup, you listen to Tiffany or Debbie Gibson.
No, when you're going through a breakup, you listen to all the emo punk rock bands you can
listen
think of.
to Richard Marx, Hold On to the Nights. Todd Crossley, you know I'm right. He might be listening.
I doubt that.
You don't even know breakup songs. We invented the breakup songs. We
We made them
crooned.
better.
You did not.
Well,
make
no,
them
I
better.
wasn't in that generation, but I have so much respect for millennials. Not millennials. Not millennials where they're all like, how do I explain it? The millennials of the world that had an emo phase or like a punk rock phase or something like. I have respect for you.
Well, I have respect for people that wrote real lyrics, like "Hold On to the Nights," "Hold On to the Memories."
Who cares?
We didn't have the internet.
We have the real lyrics.
We didn't have the internet, so we had to
My
pine
Chemical
ourselves.
Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade is a heart-wrenching song, but
What
it's
are-
amazing.
What are the lyrics?
It's about accepting yourself.
It's not about holding on to the nights when you were at
Why
summer
would you
camp.
hold on to the night? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, we had nights, and then we had to hold on to them because we were torn apart.
No.
Yeah, you go on vacation, you meet a hot guy, and then you got to go back to Michigan, and long distance costs 25 cents a minute. And there's
somebody
no
cheated
email.
on their girlfriend. Not you. The
That's
boyfriend that you left.
Yeah, it happened.
But it was a good story.
It is a good story for another podcast. Maybe we should end it on that.
Okay.
So, in conclusion, if you need a breakup song, nothing past 1994 is going to help you.
what?
Just saying.
That's not true. What about all the heavy screaming songs that everyone has? Like these anger, like songs that just pure energy.
Okay, so when you go through a breakup, it's not about anger, it's about anguish, and you need to cry a lot.
And you know very well you listen to some Taylor Swift when you're upset.
I've never, ever, as God is my witness, listened to Taylor Swift.
That's
when
a
I'm
lie.
upset.
You put it on the car.
No,
or
it
in the
didn't.
car. Yes, you did.
What song?
You played Shake It Off on loop.
You're a liar. You just lied on this podcast.
I did not.
I did not play Shake It Off on loop.
I wish it was not true.
You're a liar. Ending this episode today is the truth factor that shall be rendered. I never ever listen to Taylor Swift on my car. And that's
the fact
all,
that you're over, like, illiterate.
you don't even
like,
know the word.
The fact that you're over you're over the top
Because
about
you're
this.
lying, you can't even speak.
Because you were over the top, it
Lucy.
knows that you're not telling the
Lucy,
truth.
you know I didn't listen to Taylor Swift on loop.
You listened to Taylor Swift on loop because
Okay.
you let Ruby do it, and I sat in the car, and I
Okay.
sat in the car, and I sang along because that's what humans do.
Okay, I'm done. Goodbye. We're done. See you on Spotify. This is horrible. This whole podcast was a bad idea. But you should listen anyway. So see you on iTunes and Spotify and podcast and our YouTube channel and my YouTube channel, Kerri Pomarolli, because that's really where you should go to listen to these wonderful videos. And you can see us on Roku now on the Creative Motion Network. Just shut up and smile.